So I catch these guys. I actually do have some random pitch. I actually told me I did. Fuck is that? Gotta be pizza or some shit. What? I keep telling people that I'm catching these people in my yard, catching them in my house. I even caught my neighbor one time jumping the fence. I wish I had a camera to prove that, but at the time I did not. I had a phone like I do now, but I just wasn't smart enough to just, hey, use my fucking camera. No, I did not want to do it. But lately I've been doing it a lot. And it's been funny because I've been catching a lot of stuff. And I'm getting closer to finding out what's going on. Who put me on this government terrorist watch list because it's really ridiculous. My girl walks with a walker, dude. She got to be the most baddest fucking disabled bitch I've ever met. Baddest. She's bad. She's a bad woman. Yeah, right. That's a joke. It's a joke to put somebody like me or her on a terrorist watch list. I don't terrorize people. I had mental health issues. And they're exploiting that to the extreme. They think it's okay to stab my trailer, put bullseyes on my porch, fucking put dead rats in my fucking yard because I sit there and I tattle on who fucking does this bullshit and victimizes me. Well, you know what? When I didn't do shit like that, I went to prison for being fucking very violent, very, very angry. So I'm not trying to go that route anymore, and I don't want to ever go that route again because it's not the person who I've changed into. I'm a better person for the things I've had to go through and for the things I've had to do to overcome these, these boundaries and these, these situations in my life. I'm a better person, and they just don't get that, and they just don't want to recognize that, and they don't want to give us the credence that we deserve, and if not give appreciation, but give us fucking at least some goddamn tolerance, man. Sorry about that, God, but man, it's like tolerance is such an easy thing to do, but so hard for most people. They think that they're right about everything when they're really not right about nothing. None of us are right. We're all wrong. We're all right and we're all wrong at the same time. It's a really difficult world. It's very confusing. But at least I know how to not put other people down. I know how to not hate. I know how to not be jealous and not show envy and not give a crap. I don't have to have $1 and I can be happy. I don't have to have nothing and I'm happy. Maybe that's what they're jealous of. I don't know. I don't know what their issue is, but I know that their issues need to stop and they need to quit harassing me, quit harassing my family. When I leave my house, it's every night I get stalked and harassed by these cars. And they say my ex was part of it. I mean, she sat there right across the fucking street from my homeboy's house, broad daylight, with her high beams on, got out of her fucking boyfriend's brother's car. Then drove around the car after she was in her brother's car, her boyfriend's brother's, and got into her car, got out of his, got into hers. And we drove up. And, these are situations and bullshit that I shouldn't have to put up with. My girlfriend shouldn't have to deal with some crazy chick fucking running down the street, cussing her out, threatening her. The lady's pushing the damn stroller and she had a kid. What the fuck is her issue? You got a kid. You can care more about your ex's girlfriend, about him not being happy, than you do about your own fucking family. You're going to put it to that extreme. That's really ridiculously sad. I'm sick of this shit and nobody seems to care. I've talked to the FBI, NSA. Nobody wants to give a fuck. Nobody does care. You know what? This all started because I sat here and I called out the neighborhood watch. Or maybe it started with Shelley Lynn Tubner. Probably her. So my homeboy Jeremy and me first started noticing I was getting watched. My ex-girlfriend Courtney noticed I was being watched, but she was probably in on it to get-go. Pretty sure she was. Because that's why she was mind fucking me every other time I turn around. I'd be sitting there having an issue. Like when I was in treatment, man. She would date me and then she'd break up with me. And then she'd be with me and then she'd break up with me. It's like every other week I'd had a girlfriend. So I could never sit there. And I could never sit there and just be okay and get through my treatment. I graduated, of course, because I wanted my family, but I'm glad I didn't have a family with that person because, that person, I would not ever want to have a family with her. Never. I would much rather not have a family at all than have one with her because it's just not worth it. That kind of grotesque mind playing and the whole king stalking and just the whole... she's the one who put her names on those checks, man. She's the one who signed all this, all the stupid shit she did. She wants to blame everybody else. She's the one who did insurance for it. She did a lot of stupid shit. I put it out there. Why? Because she puts all my shit out there. Why can't I put a little bit of hers? Just a little bit. They want to try to extort me because I put a naked picture on. Like, you know what, man? I don't give a crap. I like to get naked in front of the camera. People want to see that. That's up to them, and they don't have to look at it. I don't force it down anybody. But whatever I do in my privacy, my own home is my right. It's nobody's right to victimize my disabled girlfriend on me. I called my girlfriend crazy for a year, thinking she was just hearing voices. When she left, I started to hear the same voices. And then I got pissed because, you know what? I'm not going to call my girlfriend crazy when she's not. And you guys got me to do that. They did. They got me to call my girlfriend crazy for a solid fucking year. And I thought it was good. Well, she's crazy. No, she wasn't. She wasn't crazy at all. She was hearing voices, and I couldn't accept that because I thought, there's no way in hell. There's no way. I didn't know about the technologies. I didn't know about any of this shit that they can do, and they can really do it. They're really good at lying and saying they can't, but fuck yeah, they can. I've seen it. I've seen it with my own eyes. There's no reason why I should walk down the street and hear my ex-girlfriend and her mother in my fucking head. None, because I only heard her one time. You only gonna hear that one hallucination once? No, I don't think so. If you're gonna have a hallucination about somebody, it's gonna be a repeat offense. No, it'll only happen that one time. And when I saw the house that it was coming from and I pointed it out, it immediately stopped. Weird. Why does this shit happen to me? Because I speak out about it. I'm not cool with fucking the people being stopped. I'm not cool with fucking disabled people being victimized. Did I say something stupid to the governor when the COVID thing came up? Yeah, I got drunk. I said some stupid shit. Fucking anybody who would know me, do a thorough investigation, would know that that's not me. I'm not going to do anything stupid. I don't hurt people anymore. I'm a lover, not a fighter. I've always ran away from fights because I don't like to fight, man. I'd rather fucking... I got faster feet than anybody else, and they can't catch it, and they never will. They're going to have a hard time catching this. Everything I do is documented. Everything I've said is documented. Everything I do is documented. When I can't even go online without people victimizing me, just running my name into the ground, saying I'm this and I'm that. I mean, shit. I tried to rent out my room one time to this girl. She was all cool. She even had some some similarities. I mean, there was some shit she was going through that I was already been going through about this gang stuff. And, well, they had a cab company that was previously in my city of Eugene, Oregon. Well, it was called Emerald Taxi. Now it's crazy how I was told about how the person who owned it, before he went out of business, he was paid by the government to gang stalk people. Well, that's crazy shit. And not only was he paid, but he told her he could no longer do it. He just couldn't be a good person. He couldn't feel good about it. He did not want to do it anymore. So they put his business in the ground. And after that, she was going to come rent a room for me. And she had a great night. She flirted with my girlfriend, sat on her lap, made her a little, Sarah felt a little like whatever. But I mean, she was happy. It was a good time. It wasn't no bad time. And then the next day when she leaves, I get her on the bus, and she starts being followed around by these people that looked exactly like me and Sarah. Very short, very, very similar. Saying, you can't trust new people. You can't trust new people you meet. Don't trust a new person. And followed her for like 3 or 4 blocks. It was really weird, she said. Never talked to her after that. Because that's the kind of shit that they'll do. They'll run your name into the ground. They'll fucking victimize you. They'll do anything they can to get their point across. If you're not happy and you're not... so you're isolated, completely isolated. See, here's a problem when you try to isolate somebody that's like me. You don't isolate me. You can't. Nobody can. I will never be isolated. I always show people love, care, and people will always have resonance to flock to me because I'm a good person. You can't fucking make a good person a bad person. You're either a good person or you're a bad person. A good person could do bad things. A bad person could do good things, but it doesn't matter. A good person's a good person. Bad's bad. There's big differences. You can't make me an evil person because I'm not. You guys are evil when you guys do this shit to people. I'm gonna find a way to get off this fucking government terrorist watch list because it's pretty sad that it's another coincidence. Here, listen, my ex-girlfriend's boyfriend's fucking best friend is in the NSA. That's weird shit. NSA. Now I wonder if that's the list that I got put on the terrorist watch list. That's funny because if I find out that it'd be true, that's gonna be quite another coincidence, man. Too many coincidences in my life, man. Either they say that or it's Shelley Lynn Tubner, but honestly, either one or the other, but it doesn't matter. They're both the same people, really. Not physically, but in my eyes, they resemble the same person. So if anything ever does happen to me, the person who was behind my house, Eric Perkins, the Miss Scotts, they all do some crazy shit to us every night. It's weird. But, they want me to be okay with it and isolate. I'm never going to isolate. I'm always going to flock to people, and people are always going to resonate with me. So have a good time, you guys. Enjoy getting, what I said, 2 cock meat sandwiches and Guantanamo Bay for you. Bye-bye.